This game haunted me a little bit because I actually played this on Super NES. This is a game where you blast the ever-loving fuck out of enemy attackers, and then suddenly you're playing with Tetris pieces.
Nice.
And in a moment, you're about to see what I mean by that. I do like, however, that it is a 3-player game.
I'm sensing a theme. Oh, Rampart. I had this game on the SNES.
It is a fun game. Game options. Input this machine. So it has the stats for coins, auxiliary coins, idle minutes. Idle minutes? What do you mean by idle?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The time where you weren't playing?
Probably where the game is just sitting by itself, running through its demo cycles. How 1-player minutes, 2-player minutes, 3-player minutes, like how many minutes is for, I'm guessing per player or per session. New game minutes, continue game, left player, center player, right player, active minutes, total games, total sessions, 1-player beginnings, 1-player advanced, error count, total coins, percentage play. Ugh. Rampart, a game of strategy and survival.
Commander, place your cannon inside the wall. Ready, aim, fire! Fire!
That was a quick battle.
Yeah, this game definitely belongs on PC, not the consoles.
Well, it was on the consoles and you have to live with it. This was another one that was on the Midway Arcade collection, so it makes it very confusing.
Yeah, even though it was made by Atari.
Yeah, there's a Midway Arcade. The Midway Arcade collection has a mix of
I know,
actual
Wheel Girl.
Midway games.
I have the videos.
I thought they were all Midway.
No.
Ready, aim, fire!
Hurry, rebuild the castle.
Fire!
Place the cannons.
Wow, you're that far behind?
Yes.
Ready, aim, fire! Fire!
Now here's what I hate the most about this. It is the fact that I use a mouse, but it is so precise. Actually, it's supposed to be precise, but it's not. I can't move it over the right spot. And so I never have enough time. And so now, there we go, infinite building time. Much better.
Build yourself the ultimate big fort that gives you all the guns.
That is the plan.
Ready, aim, fire!
so wrong, and yet it feels so right.
You win again?
No, but I have a feeling I'm going to.
God, this is gonna be beautiful. I remember playing this on the SNES. I never really understood what those things were. Other than that, I knew I had to maintain my fort, and that was it.
What part?
Huh?
I mean, what part didn't you understand?
Those other mini forts that you could capture?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I would say garrisons, yeah.
Good.
All of the DACA.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Oh, I hope to God we can actually continue on and once we get the other fort garrison up and running.
For those watching that are familiar with my arcade playthroughs, you may have noticed that I have stopped caring about getting a high score. That's because, as Kiri said, I have to see all of the DACA.
This is going to be beautiful. God, this is gonna be so 90s-tastic with all the guns everywhere.
Here we go.
And I remember, you heard each individual cannon.
Blue Army conquers.
Fire! Whoa! Are you planning just to sink them all at once?
Aw. I think I may have... Oh, okay, I was worried for a moment there. I thought I broke the game.
Two down? What insane idiots plan to go?
Ready, aim, fire!
Okay, building time. Set that into place because we want to conquer. Now, I wonder. I think I might be going a little too far with the wall building here.
Nah.
Nah, okay.
I'm just the voice that likes seeing explosions.
And how? Kiri, we are going to get revenge on these assholes for launching all those little tiny ants at our colonies.
Yep.
Because for once, we actually have time to plan out our pieces. And we're going to make these assholes suffer. Horribly. Time for revenge.
Oh, yes.
Aim. Fire.
Fort never died.
Fire.
And of course, it had to end somewhere along the line. Okay. I think this is how the game is going to get kind of difficult, because I did fill all the holes up with walls and cannons. But let's see.
Yeah, this might be difficult.
Let's see what we can do anyway. No, it can't be done.
Oh dear.
Ah, fucking ants. At least I have to assume that they're ants. Yeah, I can't win this time. I fucked up.
It went too big.
Went too big and expected too much. Now, if only there was an infinite amount of firing time, that would have made all the difference. But alas, it was not to be. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it there anyway. However, there is one last little thing to bring up before I call it a day. Where is it? It's right here.
Here's that what I'm wondering as far as the game over screen goes. If this is the version where it has you walk the plank, or had you go on a guillotine.
John
just
and Dave
the
started
game
working
just
on
ends.
Ramparts after we did Clax, right?
Right.
Yeah, and so they were messing around with Tetris puzzle pieces, and in their typical style, they came up with a totally unique approach to this game, and something that definitely only they could come up with. I mean, the concept of taking these puzzle pieces and building a wall, and then having another stage where you go into this battle mode. I mean, it's so abstract and strange, but anyway, they got the game up and running in a very easy play, a fundamental state, and then Pete Lipson, who was another developer at the time, programmer, worked with Mike a lot, and I, at lunchtime, started playing Rampart every day at lunch.
Religiously.
And because you're building walls, we became known as the Wall Boys. And we were the first people, clearly, to play Ramparts, and I think a lot of our enthusiasm helped fuel them along, and we fed back to them on what was needed. But it was an amazingly, we all used to laugh with them about how bizarre the game design was. I mean, the whole, puzzle piece, building walls, cannons, fighting stage, and it's a very unique game, very interesting game to me, how it works out. A lot of fun with the trackballs, and so we were with them during that whole time. It was a blast.
The invention of the trackball.
Didn't Jerry Lychek here basically invent the trackball?
I think he was
Atari?
responsible for
You
it.
invented the trackball. Bullshit.
Mechanical industrial engineer who was employed here for years and years and years. He's the guy, the brains behind the original trackball. I think he came up with the idea of using a cue ball as the mechanism.
Oh, the first one, yeah, it was much
Yeah,
larger than the cue ball.
Was it?
And we even designed one, I think it's still hanging around, with a bowling ball.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but personally, I would like to see that prototype, the bowling ball. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Rampart.
Yep, that is a good game. Hard.
It's hard but good.